Hello, PAX! This is Vlad from Neon Doctrine, bringing you the finest indie, action, fantasy, and horror titles from around the world. We got 5 new games to show off today, all with their own play and talk segments to give you a better idea of what to get excited for. So let's just get right into it. First off, we'd like to introduce Lamentum, a 2D survivor horror set in a New England mansion. You play as Victor, whose wife has become deathly ill. Having been promised an impossible cure, Victor brings her to Grow Hill Manor. Waking up the next day, however, Victor finds that his wife is missing and the manor has descended into deep hell. Dodge traps, solve mysterious puzzles, flee from terrifying monsters, or stand your ground and fight them to the death in this love letter to the old school survivor horror.
Hello everybody, I'm Ian, CEO of Neon Doctrine, and this is Vlad.
Yeah, I teleported back here on the couch from our recording studio. So this is going to be our play and talk segment where we will be kind of like live streaming the games from our couch here in the office. I say live streaming, but actually we're not live streaming because we're having some internet issues in Taiwan, so we pre-recorded the streams as well. That being said, we're still in the chat, so we're going to be talking in chat.
Yeah, so if you've got any questions or anything that you want to know, just hit us up in chat, and either the Neon Doctrine account will answer you, or Neon Ian, which is me, will answer you. So don't worry, we're here to chat, we're here to interact, and we're really looking forward to getting to know you all for the next hour. Without further ado, this is Lamentum. Lamentum is a pixel art survival horror set in the 1800s. We skipped a lot of the beginning of the game because we wanted to kind of get into it a little bit more and show you what Grow Hill Manor is actually like. So, welcome to Grow Hill Manor. As you can see, it's a very beautiful rustic home and there's nothing at all to be worried about. You have come here with your wife. She is very, very sick, and the owner of the mansion has told you, don't worry, pal, I'm into some weird occult science shit, I can sort this out for you, and you believed him for some reason, and so you are now in this situation. The whole game revolves around the idea of how far you will go to save the one you love. And we have another game that has a very similar theme coming up shortly. So, without further ado, let's get stuck in. So, a lot of the game is about exploring the horrors of Grow Hill Manor. For example, here, I'm going to get myself my sword. Great, let's go kill some monsters. Oh no! Crap, I'm dead. So the games are all about kind of using your brain, figuring out what to do next, and avoiding doing stupid things like I just did. Give it a second to load up. Lamentum is coming to basically everything. We are working on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch, and we are actually about to submit all of those versions in the next few days. Yep. In fact, some of them are already being done. So, we will have a launch date announcement really soon. In fact, there is a small chance that a launch date announcement will have happened before this video goes live. Yeah. Just to give you a glimpse into the level of organization behind indie dev, development and publishing. So here we find a survivor. Something terrible has happened to him. He's lost a lot of blood and he is essentially dying. But before he does so, he tells us that he threw a key into the fire. Take that lamp.
He doesn't need it. He's done for it.
Yeah, he's
While he's figuring out the fire thing, one thing to mention that I did not mention yet is all of the games we're going to be playing today are available on Steam for you to try. So there's going to be exclusive demos for PAX. So you can download them, play them, see if you like. If you like them, wishlist them, and when they come out, buy them. And so, he can feed his dogs, I can feed my cats, we as a company can feed our developers, and then everybody's happy. So yes, now back to the fireplace puzzle thing.
Yeah, so I've got a heavy key from the fireplace. Now I need to find the lock to go into, and I've also discovered that there's 2 locked chests, which if I can get Lockpicks 4, I might be able to break into. So as you can see, the game's very heavily inspired. It's very heavily inspired by classic survival horror games. You have the very classic survival horror game map. You have the very classic survival horror inventory management. In fact, while we're here, let's combine these two and save ourselves a little bit of space. This bottle of laudanum will certainly come in handy.
Did you get the pistol?
There's a puzzle to get the pistol, and I do not have the bit that I need right now. I have another puzzle here. We need to collect some things and put them in some kind of order. Who knows how we're going to figure that out? It is a mystery.
Oh, there's one.
One of the ornaments. First clue. Here is also a saving station, so I can use the ink to save the game. But as I use ink, of course, I run out of ink. And I also have a box here where I can store things that maybe I don't need right now, and then come back to them at a later date. So, very, very, very classic survival horror game. Let's see what's over here.
Do you remember we had the dangly friend we choked on?
Yeah. I don't remember where we used this key. I've played through the opening so many times, but it's been a while since we actually jumped into the opening. So I'm struggling to remember where to
There's a
go.
little friend.
So that's how we pile up here. He's chill. Certainly nothing to worry about with him. We have... This is the room that we're trying to get to, which is the study of the Lord of the Manor. Then we have this door over here, which is also locked. You can look at all this artwork. There we go.
Into the deep dark tunnel.
Into the basement we go. I'll take that Lord. What's in here? Okay, another.
Look like extra. I know, you gotta taste it, man. Gotta make sure.
Oh, paper too. Yeah, alright. Alright. So, yeah, we're big fans of horror games here. So, I don't know if you've seen some of our other games. We have Yuppie Psycho, Vigil the Longest Night. Very different games, but all with a... Oh, heart key. Remember that? The jewelry box.
Yep.
The jewelry box needed a heart key.
And that's the thing for that.
And that is the
baby eating puzzle.
Yeah, correct. So a lot of this game is going to be about finding clues, figuring out how to interact with the world. Oh,
There we go. We don't have any weapons here, right?
I have no weapons. Oh no. And when you're running, when you're outside of battle, you can run around as much as you want. But the minute you get into battle, you will begin to panic if you run too much. And then if you panic, you will eventually
Run out of stamina.
Run out of stamina, stop, need to catch your breath, and that's not good when eldritch horrors are hunting you. Oh, who's this? Wow. Oh, maybe you can help me. Needs a rope.
So you can hang stuff. I'm telling you. I am out. Check me out. Oh, that's great. So hard. That's a very big fight.
Also locked.
Another dead body. Oh! See.
Aha! Here we go. Oh, but I haven't got any space in my inventory.
Did you already take the health potion? Oh, there's another thing.
Yeah, I think I'm at full health.
Wait,
right now.
what do you have in your inventory?
Too much stuff.
Just throw away some heroin.
I need the heroin. All right, let's see. I can use it though.
Okay.
Full health.
Take the knife.
Yes. A weapon.
Yeah, so there's actually a variety of weapons. You get all sorts of stabby weapons, and you also get all sorts of shooty weapons.
Yeah, you get
Like
some. You get
pistols, rifles.
Ooh. These are the most basic enemies in the game. So I used to be able to do these no problem.
Oh, look at that skeleton boy on the right. Elevator. That's an elevator. Yeah, it's not building now.
Yeah, but doesn't seem to work right now.
Nothing else in this manor.
All right, let's go find. Let's go get the jewelry box. We've got the heart-shaped key now.
Oh, safe space.
Oh, here we go. An alchemical
Laboratory. Oh, I think you can showcase the alchemy, because you can also mix in magic potions and make stuff. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
We don't have anything yet, but this is where you can all sort of kind of make magical potions and then drink them and then see what happens.
And it's solutions to a few problems and things like that can be looked up. Get that. Yeah, so here we go. You get the first. So highly corrosive. Make this, that, and the other. I believe there's more information. Compounds are in the basement, so let's go down to the basement and see.
You
what
want to open the jewelry box?
Oh yeah, I could do that. Well, I'm in the basement. Let's have a look at some of these elder charts. So,
Look at that boy. There's another pile of food. Hey!
Inventory's full. Inventory's full. Why am I down here looking for stuff when my inventory's full? I play games really bad.
Well, that's what happens when you run.
Yeah.
I mean, when you kind of get like stuck up for a little bit when you're on top. My God, stamina. Yeah, I want to say inventory.
But there is no stamina bar, just like there's no health bar. Your health is displayed in the top left over here. And you can see that there's it shows you like a representation of you know, how messed up you are. Oh, and
Right, line up the way.
I don't think we're getting too
For your inventories.
ink, I think we can just add to the bottle.
But yeah, we gotta wrap.
Oh, we're out of
this
time.
up
Oh man,
already so fast. At least we got some minutes to start.
I really want to keep playing, but okay. Alright guys, it's been a pleasure. Remember to check out the demo on Steam. You can play up to this point and later. And yeah, we are going to have an announcement for this one really soon.
Or we already announced it.
Oh, we've already announced it. So yeah, I know some of you have been waiting for a long time, but the wait is almost done. Woohoo!
Alright, yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go up to the next segment, and then we'll see you back in like a few minutes with our next game. And
Alright.
yeah, see you soon.
Bye-bye!
From survivor horror, we move on to dark fantasy, as my lovely wife offers a deliciously grim tale full of grief and woe. Like Victor before him, Jake is on a mission to save his wife, though unfortunately she has long been 6 feet under. Jake, however, offered a second chance in the form of demonic magic that can bring his wife back from the dead. All he has to do is summon various succubi, put them to work taking carnal essence from men, get them to trust him, and then murder them to extract their power. Save your wife, lose your soul, the most morbid management sim for those that can't let go.
My Lovely Wife is a dark fantasy horror dating sim and management sim. It is set after the death of the protagonist, Jake's wife, as he attempts to invoke dark magic to bring her back. So, here we are, Jake struggling to remember what happened on that fateful day. Apparently he killed his wife with his own hands, but he doesn't remember it. Then he finds a letter. From who?
Here is Jake.
Oh, go for it.
Lots of cakes. Loving you always, your Luna.
So, basically saying that there's a way to bring her back. All he has to do is follow instructions.
You creepy alchemist, doctor, researcher person.
if there's one thing that Full Metal Alchemist taught us, it's always trust alchemists. They're a noble and not at all creepy breed. Yeah. So, research from neighbouring town come to talk about something important. Carnal essence. Substance with enormous potential, maybe even capable of resurrecting. Suggestion. Yep. So here we go. We have the ability to summon a succubus. Summon a succubus, make them collect carnal essence. Then extract the carnal essence.
Right, so he gives us all the materials, tells us how much we need, how to draw the circle. So let's do that, and then we can show you a little bit of different succubi that we have. There's gonna be 20 different succubi to be summoned and used, and in some cases also sacrificed. So let's get on. Make the circle. Yeah, put some stuff into it.
Well, we have different materials, and you'll unlock more materials as you go through the game. So to start with, we just have these very basic materials. But as we continue, you get more, and the different combinations will unlock different succubi.
And they all have different personalities, different traits, depending on which type of succubus they are. So it depends which task they perform better or faster, or gain more.
Let's summon 3. I believe we have space for 3, so let's get 3. Okay, rotten wands. Succubus. Third, last but by no means least, we'll use a mixture of concoctions this time, and some Sally.
Alright, we got the full 3.
Okay, there. That is so. It's now time to start working. So this is the core of the gameplay. You have different areas that you can send your succubus to. So you have the ancient ruins where you can send your succubus to have Philip extract their carnal essence. Willard's Hotel, where they can use their charms to bring in more carnal essence and gold. The Aphrodite Brothel, where they can use their flair to bring in more carnal essence and gold. The Charm School, where you can increase their charm. The Noir Academy, where you can increase their flair. And the Fortune Plaza, where you can increase your relationship with each individual succubus. Really important to note that, like, depending on how you play the game, you can either follow the game's path to attempt a resurrection on your wife, or you can in fact fall in love with any of these succubi and find your way through.
You can either get your wife back, or you can build your own harem of succubi and, forget about your wife. Enjoy life.
Or just fall in love with one succubi and be forever faithful to your new demonic love. It's entirely your choice. So anyway, let's train up our first. Train up Mira. She needs a bit of training. And let's train up Pearl, because he needs some training too. But let's send Sally to do some singing. Yeah, sure. So now you can see the timer, you can speed everything up here, and you'll see that you get progression of this. So, wants to give Mistress X to a better learning instructor, but it's going to cost extra, so we can pay some extra money and get a better relationship with our affection with your succubus. So, yeah, let's do it. There we go. So it's iron, but wants to make him take a test, so we can then balance it out. Do we want to lose some relationship but gain some extra charm, or do we want to add some relationship? I'm going to be a harsh taskmaster. I believe in education, so let's push this forward. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel bad about it.
A drunk customer has gone wild at the hotel lobby.
Yeah, so Lord Willard will pay a large sum of gold for your succuba's handle situation, because of course, succuba's pretty tough, demons. So we can make her fight in order to get 500 gold, or we can just make sure that our succubus is safe higher. Succubi down what it does. You can hire bounces for that.
Yeah, so you can see there's different events going to be popping up throughout the educational period of the game before you start sacrificing them. Unfortunately, we're run out of time again because we still have quite a few things to show you. So you get a general breakdown of My Lovely Wife, like we mentioned before, and you still keep mentioning it throughout the whole event. That the demo is available on Steam. You can play it now. You can test it out. You can see what you want to do with your succubi, and then tell us all about it in the forum discussions or in community server. So we'll keep them learning, and then I'm gonna go back to the other stage and present our next game. And while Ian sits here and laments his legacy. Actually, right? Yeah. Very cool. Alright, I'll see you in a bit.
Now, let's take a break and visit some lighter, colorful pastures. Jackaxe is a 2D platformer starring Jack, a girl with a, you guessed it, axe. So you can run, jump, swing, axe through a colorful fantasy fusion of Norse and Filipino mythology. Take on various platforming challenges in single or multiplayer, guest starring Jack's fellow axe-wielding sisters. With both campaign and party modes, there's plenty of ways to live every little girl's dream of wielding a massive bladed weapon. Wait, what the f***, Ian? I asked for a f***. This is bullshit. Just roll the trailer.
Hello everybody, we're back at it again for, I don't know, I lost count, 5th, 6th time. As you can see, we swapped places because of some green screen issues, so hopefully that's all resolved now to some extent. Anyways, this is Jackaxe.
Jackaxe is a 2D action platformer. It has a single player mode, it also has a local co-op and local multiplayer modes. So it's a great game for you and the whole family. It caters to hardcore speedrunners and family players alike, with loads of accessibility options.
As you can see, we already have we can see we already have the speedrunning clock running over there. It's phasing me out. But yeah, you can do crazy speedruns, and we actually have a really cool event prepared for the launch of the game, which you should keep an eye out for.
Yeah, we should have that announcement coming out in about a month, right, lad?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, we are not playing this one. You may notice that we are Snoop Dogging it. Mainly because Jackaxe is pretty tricky, and talking about it while playing it is not something that I can do. So we had our QA people record 15 minutes of gameplay and have it running in the background. So what I'm really pleased with to show here is like what Jackaxe looks like when you play it well, which is something that I've always struggled to do.
Well, neither of us can do it well.
Lots of death.
Lots of death.
As anybody who's ever been to one of our PAX booths can tell you, we are definitely not the creme de la creme of 2D platformers. But that being said, I really wanted you to get this because I really wanted to show you how awesome the game looks when it's being played right, but also how much content there is in the game as well. So you'll see going through the whole of the first world, the first boss, and introducing some of the areas in the second world as well. So it's a really exciting game. It's huge, loads of content, loads of replay value. And as I mentioned before, it's great for people who want to play with their families. Jackaxe was developed by my very good friend Barry Silvestri and his colleague Mike. They're both based in the Philippines. Me and Barry have known each other for a very, 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 very long time, so it's been really amazing to finally work with him on this project. It's just really special. Developed by a developer with 3 daughters This game was inspired by their experience with gaming and their kind of constant complaints that they never get to play as girl heroes. So Barry, being the great dad that he is, decided to actually make that game for them. He's like, all right, girls, you want to be the heroes? What weapon do you want? You want an axe? All right, we're on this. We got this, kids. And that really how Jack Axe came into being and why the multiplayer was such an important part of the game from the very beginning. Barry wanted to create a game that he and his kids could play together, and that's exactly what he did. And if that doesn't warm your heart, I don't know what will.
Like you mentioned before, and you can see it right now, there is some crazy platforming here, and you will die a lot, but we also have a plethora of accessibility options, so it makes your life easier if it's hard for you or you're terrible at platformer like I am. So there's a lot of options for you to actually still enjoy the game without crying yourself to sleep after you keep dying.
Yeah, I think the main thing about Jack Axe was it was designed to be fun, right? It was designed to be fun for as many people as possible. So whether you're interested in playing the game for the really sweet story about a young girl standing up and saying I can be a hero too, like not only boys can be heroes, which is like a core point of the game story, or whether you are really just interested in speed running and getting through the game as quickly as possible and beating your friend's time, or whether you want to play it with your kids and your family, or just some mates over pizza and beer. It's there's just a huge amount of variations for how people can play this game, and I think every single one of them is fun, and I think that is such a testament to KEYBOL and their focus on fun.
And
Here's the first boss.
Yeah, here's the first boss. And one thing that we actually implemented with Jack Axe is this Steam remote play system. So if one of your friends has the game, your other 3 friends can join online for free. So you don't have to own the game to play with your friends. If one of you already bought it, you can play all 4 together online. Or local co-op if you want that as well. And there's one more thing that we didn't show you here because we recorded just a single player option. But when the person dies on your team, they turn into an axe, and as an axe you can still move around the map and interact with either the enemies or the boss or the environment, so you can make your friends' lives easier when they're platforming or fighting enemies, so you don't feel useless when you die. So there's also some sort of interactivity going.
I think we all remember when we were kids and playing with friends who were maybe better at video games than us, and they were playing and having a good time, and we were dead and just sat there being bored, and that sucked.
Yeah.
So we definitely made sure that that's not the case.
But that's a little Final Fantasy Easter egg.
Yeah.
Cactus Man. And you saw the boss fight went super fast, super easy. In fact, it is not super fast and super easy.
It's really
I think during PAX, I don't remember which PAX, East or West, wherever we showcased, and we had this demo on and people were playing, and out of all the players that went through our booth during those 4 or 5 days, I think it was 5 or 6 people that beat the boss.
Yeah, it was a very low number of people who managed to beat the boss. It's a game that requires a lot of focus. So I think I think it's not easy to talk about and play. Hence why we've used this very unique way of knowing the game, i.e. not playing it.
Also get to show you a little bit more areas because as some of you might know, or they already played the game because we did open betas for the previous level and this one. So today we're going to show you a little bit more content past this level because I don't think any even beat this boss in the second level. So we're going to also have a little bit of footage for the third level, and then that's it. Because we can't really show all of the game.
No. It's all for us. It's we just want to showcase this game. Honestly, we love this game so much. We've been working on it for about 3 years now with KEYBOL, and it's got such a place in our hearts, and it's been such a big part of our lives. And it's a smaller game. It's indie to the max. 2 developers, small team in the Philippines. But I really want to get this in front of as many eyeballs as possible because I think that it just deserved to do really well. It's everything that's great about indie games. You know, it's unique, it's challenging, it's fun, it's cute, it's warm-hearted. It's not cynical. There's no way to trick money out of you. There's no way to do anything negative. It's just fun. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this game, and I really hope you guys enjoy it too.
I really had a big point to make, but while Ela was talking, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. So we can just watch the beautiful scenery. Actually, if you're interested, you can go through some of the old videos we had. I think like some of our old trailers and Let's Play videos on YouTube. And you can see how the game transformed, especially the art, because it changed immensely.
Yeah, we've gone through like 2 or 3 iterations of that, I think. It's certainly been an experience, and yeah, I just it's so beautiful. I wish that I could play with half the skill of our QA team though. I really do, because I think this would be so fun to play live. But if I was playing this live right now, I don't even know if we'd have gone to the Yeti boss. I think we certainly wouldn't have beaten him.
Yeah, thing I wanted to say, because it's going to be on PC and Switch. So,
yeah. Oh, this one, PC, Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. We're going for a simultaneous launch on all platforms. So yeah, so please do check it out, and we should have a launch date very soon. As in, we could potentially have a launch date before this video goes live.
Yeah, that's
soon. So I'm really excited to tell you all about that. And there should be a demo for this, right?
Yeah.
So anybody that wants to play it themselves, and the demo does include the areas you can see here, so you can challenge yourselves, and hey, maybe even try to beat our QA. That's available for you guys to do so.
Yeah, so we're nearing the end of our time limit. I know I said we'll probably show you the 3rd area, but it doesn't.
We're not going to get there today, but that is fine. I think everyone can say that what they've seen looks absolutely stunning. And yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to play this game. I can't wait to see the response. I think that those of you who love Super Meat Boy, who loved Celeste, who love Super Mario, are just going to be all over this, and I really just can't wait to see how you all react. Oh, it's very exciting. It's so close to launch after so many years. Okay, that's me finish fanboying.
Yeah, alright, so we finished Jackax. I'm gonna go up or down, wherever the studio is located, and do the next game. So we'll see you in about like 2 minutes.
Teleportation now!
Speaking of massive bladed weapons, how do you feel about stealing one in the name of freedom? The Legend of Tianding is a 2D side-scrolling action game that welcomes you to Taiwan at the dawn of the 20th century, where the island has fallen under the control of Imperial Japan. You get to play as Liao Tianding, a legendary thief, outlaw, and freedom fighter as you resist colonization through thievery, quick wit, and some good old kung fu action. Bow! Steal weapons from your enemies as you fight, navigate the world with variety of special moves, battle insane bosses, and uncover the dark heart lurking beneath Taipei City in this unique brawler.
Hey everybody, welcome back once again. Here we have the Legend of Tianding. I am sitting down now because I actually maybe pulled a muscle with my kick from the previous video. Enthusiastic a little bit. Anyways, here we are showcasing some new footage. We recently had a demo of the game during the Steam Next where you were able to play through the first level and the first boss. And it was a sewer level. So we decided for PAX we would show you something else besides the sewer and the rest. So here is the police station. So this happens right after you fight the first boss and beat him. And yeah, Ian, take it away!
Yeah, so in case you don't know, this is the Legend of Tianding. Liao Tianding is a folk hero in Taiwan. He is widely regarded as a hero, and is not only venerated as such, but is also now a temple guardian, which is a almost spiritual role in a local temple in Taiwan. And Liao Tianding became famous during the Japanese occupation of Taiwan and was essentially a freedom fighter who resisted Japanese rule and also have fought for the people and took money and gave it to the rich, which is a very familiar sentiment.
Took money from the rich, gave it to the poor.
Is that what I
You said took money, gave it to the rich.
Okay, I mean, yeah, he was not a modern capitalist, he was something else. So yeah, he was basically often described as Taiwan's Robin Hood, which I mean, I don't really like that, but I think it's a good comparison that gives people an idea about what he was like and what this game is about. So, this section of the game is set in and around the police station, which is actually an event that happened in Liao Tianding's life, where he broke into a police station and stole weapons for the resistance of the occupation. Obviously, a lot of the events in the game are very stylized and are not historically accurate, but we try to keep the feeling of the game to be in line with the ideas and the ideals expressed by this famous hero.
Yeah, so the whole story is actually based upon the local manhwa that is based on the actual story of Tianding. So you can't see it right now in the video, but the way the story is told is through these kind of like comic book panels. And a lot of them, the way they were made is that the developers, bought the old comic books, manhwas, and they pretty much kind of like scanned the images, and then they made inspirational art inspired by these images, and that got into the game. So it's pretty much kind of like reading a comic book inside the video game. So they just made it more modern style.
For those who don't know, a manhwa is basically a traditional Chinese manga, right?
Yeah, it's a manga, but if it's from Korea or Japan or any other place that's not Japan, they call it manhwa. If it's from Japan, it's manga. If it's from the West, it's comic. Actually, it's the same stuff, just different art style. Cool. And this will probably make the Twitch chat rage. Like I think.
As I had a feeling that was a controversial.
Yeah, it is controversial. Anyways, actually, one thing I forgot to add at the beginning of all of our streams, like, of course, this is all pre-recorded because we have some issues with the internet in Taiwan right now. But we are actually in chat talking to you as well. Like, I'm going to be on the main account, Neon Doctrine, and he's going to be on his account. Yeah. So we don't reply in the video because it's pre-recorded, but we will reply to anything you say in the chat. He says, like, at the end of this showcase.
Yeah. We wanted to do live streaming, but unfortunately we're based in Taiwan and it's very late at night when the showcase goes out in Taiwan, so we wanted to do this when we're fresh and when we can do a good job of doing this. So I hope you will forgive us for the pre-recording. In fact, we're actually kind of pre-recording squared here because we're pre-recording ourselves talking and we're actually playing pre-recorded footage because we're not currently playing games. So we're just all levels of dishonest at this moment in time, and I do hope you will forgive us for that.
The Kung Fu kick was not dishonest.
It was not. I can still.
Well, back to the game actually.
So as you can see, combat is a huge part of this game. So as you are fighting, you can unleash a combo using your red sash. And when you do that, you can disarm any enemies that have weapons and sort of stun lock them for the moment. What this means is that every single weapon that an enemy uses in the game, Tianding can also use. So you can, as you can see right now, he's wielding a pistol, and if he wishes, he can steal different weapons. So you can get everything from rocks that you just throw at people, to giant machete-like swords, to pistols, handguns, machine guns, bazookas at one point. Bow staffs, everything. It really is like an amazing amount of weapons, and it really changes how the game works. Like every time you're fighting, you find like new combinations, and when you really get into those big combat moments, and you're swapping constantly between weapons, going backwards and forwards, and different combos helping you in different ways. It really is a phenomenal combat system. And you can see in the top right, you actually do have a combo meter. So you have that there to encourage people to really get stuck in and build up those combo meters and show us just how stylish they can be. As well as he even got killed by his own ball swingings. There's also a really big focus on kung fu. So Liao Tianding was a kung fu master. So in the game, we've worked really hard to make sure that the kung fu in the game feels really good. So as you go through the game, you'll unlock new moves, and your kung fu is not just used for combat, but also used for traversal. So you'll see, like when you're doing platforming, he'll use his kick to get extra height, or maybe do like a running long kick.
Dragon kick, I think, is
Dragon kick is the up one, but then the across one, I'm not sure. And you use that to get further range. And of course, you have your grappling hook. And I personally think the spider wire in this game is amazing. Like, it feels so good, especially in the combats where you have the grappling points around. So you're just flying around, and you're shooting, and you're slashing, and you're stealing weapons, and you're using your shadow there to also fight alongside you. It just feels so good, and I think in terms of like combat smoothness, it's probably the best game that we've ever made in terms of just the way the combat feels so smooth.
Yeah, it's very, very polished, very fluid.
Yeah, I absolutely adore it. And you know, this game for us, you know, we've been talking to the developers for a long time, and yeah, so I'm really happy that we managed to get this one, and I'm really happy that we're managing to make a game that is so close to home. You know, both Vlad and I live in Taipei. You know, it's our adopted home. So to make a game that is you know, so focused on the culture of this island is just amazing. So I'm really happy to be involved in this one, and really honoured that the developers wanted to work with me on Doctrine to bring it to fruition.
We wanted them to be present, but unfortunately their English is not that good.
And it was their choice, not ours. You know, we made the offer that we would add subtitles, or that we would help them, and in the end they decided that they thought it would be much easier for us to do it, and much smoother for you guys to be interacting with just the two of us. But yeah, I want to make it kind of clear that we made that offer to the developers, and that was their choice. I don't want to be seen as the white guy talking about Taiwanese culture, because that's not what we want to be. You know, as a company, our goal has always been to empower local developers to speak about their own games, and to help them build their own resources.
But yeah, you get wall jumps.
But a lot of people, you know, English is hard, and it's and for PAX, English is definitely the lingua franca. So yeah,
I think we should be getting close to the boss fight, at least according to my timer.
I hope so. Because I mean, the boss fights in this game are nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they're so good. I mean, if you play the demo, you already got to experience the first boss fight, and you know, the first boss fight has giant statues launching grenades at you, while a man in a carriage shoots at you and hits you with sticks, and you're trying to like beat up the carriage while dodging like missiles and it's so good, and it's so intense. I mean, I think that's when I fell in love with the game, like 100%.
For me, it was the art.
The art is stunning. Like the art is stunning. But I do love me a good boss fight. You know, I'm the one that pushed us all to get Sinner back in the day. I love me a good boss fight. So yeah, I think that's that thing that really got me going with this one. Come on, let's see if we can get. Come on, let's get to the boss fight. I believe in you, Dylan.
Dylan is the name of our QA.
Our QA master. And he plays the game at the 1-inch punch. We never mentioned the 1-inch punch.
Oh yes, yeah.
Like the famous kung fu super shot. Wah! And my gosh, it's so fun to do in this game, because that single punch just knocks enemies flying, You can knock enemies into obstacles, into traps. You can knock them through certain walls. It's so much fun, and it's so nice just to do that. And then just like, and then makes you feel really good. I'm a really big fan of that. I think if you're a fan of like any of the old school kung fu movies, you know,
like Hong Kong style, like from the 90s.
Yeah, for me, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, that was like the big one when I was a kid. You know, and Hero and Flying Daggers. I remember spending a lot of time in the local Cockermouth cinema watching those, and they were.
Your hometown is coming.
It's a very small place, and we're very, you know, we don't have a lot of knowledge of the outside world. We do our best. But yeah, it really is amazing. So I just think if you like this type of game, if you're a fan of anime, if you're a fan of manga or manhwa, and you're a fan of those old kung fu movies,
there's the bazooka.
This is going to there we go. There's the bazooka. Now we got bazooka. Yeah, so bazooka is effective. I think that's fair to say. But unfortunately, we are out of time now. So we are going to have to love you and leave you. But if you've got any questions, hit us up in chat, and we are going to have a demo of this up and available right now. So just head over to Steam, download it, and you can play for yourself. And please do remember to wishlist.
Yeah, and we'll see you again in like, I don't know, 30-40 seconds, depending how much time I spend out there. Yeah, alright, we'll catch you soon.
Last but certainly not the least is Doors of Insanity, a card battler roguelike that's out right now on early access. Create your own very custom character, build your deck from over 70 cards, put on the right equipment and rampage across all of Purgatory to get as far as you can, with tons of loot, tons of death lurking behind every door. You want to collect every item, wield every weapon, and team up with every ally you can find in this godforsaken yet strangely funny hellscape.
Hey everyone, we're back again for the final time. So here's Doors of Insanity. Ian can explain what it is. I will click the buttons.
Perfect. Okay, so Doors of Insanity is a card battler game in which you build your deck and you also build your character. So here we have Vlad in the character creation screen going to create some crazy Gamora-style character by the looks of it. So yeah, quickly does it, Vlad. Show some cool hairstyles.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. The game's artwork is absolutely gorgeous. It's a mix of like Studio Ghibli with my nightmares. It's just an absolutely stunning game. We're going to go into it now, and you can see we can, before we go into the game, we can buy some things from the crystal shop. Don't worry, this is not any free-to-play stuff. During your runs on the game, you unlock crystals, and you can then buy things that will aid you in the future. You can also buy these other different features that will make your life easier, so that every run you're getting that little bit stronger, that little bit harder, that little bit tougher to kill, and getting access to some crazier and crazier spells and cards. So this is the fancy deck builder. When you first start the game, you're going to have a much smaller selection than this, and by the end of the game, you're going to have a much larger selection of this. So it's really fun to just play with as many different types of cards as you can, build decks that have some cool synergies, and just start doing some really crazy murder stuff. You also have the two different challenge modes. So you can have the default mode or the big boy mode. And the big boy mode is significantly harder, but you get a whole list of different...
We're going to
go with big boy. All right. Vlad's optimism is overwhelming. All right, so here we go. Just got to kill a bat right now. So very classic. We can use protection to absorb damage. We can use Jellybean to summon Jellybean, who's going to be in our thing. And we can summon dice. You can see the dice that Violet's about to use now. You drop them on the enemies, and they do damage equivalent to double the dice number. You can also drop them on yourself, and they add defense equivalent to double the dice number. So they're like a quick, easy way to like quickly boost up yourself or to quickly do little bits of damage to the enemy, and they can be an absolute lifesaver in the right situation. Just slash him to death. Boom, boom, got him.
Birdie dead.
First enemy dead. Success. And then at the end of every fight, you get to pick another card that goes into your deck. Yeah, self-protected always. So every
pick a door, any door.
Yep. And the doors will sometimes have fights behind them, will sometimes have story events, will sometimes have characters or little games to play. There's loads of different things that can happen. It's really fun. 9 times 3. You want to get some protection, lad?
I got some. I got
22. Just threw all those dice away, playing like a fool. Look at that.
It's 5 damage. It's okay.
Okay. And then we go.
Oh, Ninja Boy.
He's cool. And we got loads of new characters in the game now. When we started, we only had a small handful of
yeah.
We only had so close. We only had a small handful of like summons, but now we actually have like a specific summoner class. So you can actually build your entire deck based around having amazing. Oh, you're the Juicy Stone skin. So the really cool thing about Doors of Insanity is that you also get equipment. So you can see we can now equip this 2-handed sword, and we can see it all on the character. We have basically nothing unlocked right now, because we're at the beginning of a new run. But as we play, you unlock more and more stuff, and you can eventually create crazier and crazier characters.
Yep.
So if you check out, what do we want to do? You want to fight? Yeah, let's fight 3 bats and get some head armor. Let's show the lovely viewers some head armor. All right.
Oh, well, we're just gonna use all the zero
zeros. Protection, and then slash one of them.
Yeah,
I would still do protection. Yeah.
We're gonna get.
What's oh yeah. Oh no.
Big boy. I mean, we'll survive the 3.
We'll survive, but it's gonna hurt. Just pile all those dice into your defense, man. Those 23 each.
We got our minions to do the damage.
Yeah, big boy run.
That's 60 something.
Yeah, we should be alright.
Now we're fine.
Yeah.
So you can practice your math as well. Adding the dice numbers with the enemy attacks and how much defense you have.
Yes.
One more helper, another protection, and then another protection, and then we can.
Oh, another protection.
Another protection.
There we go.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, we're alright. Let's kill something. Alright, and as you can see, like our minions are now doing the most of the damage. So later on, if we get there, we'll be able to select a relic. So a relic is like a thing that attaches to your character throughout the entirety of this run that can be really game changing. In this case, we're going to attach the Summoner Relic, which is our most recent addition to the game, and that will mean that our summons are even more powerful. You don't have enough mana, boyo. Oh no! You're going to take
12. Come on, Vlad. 12 plus 2 is 14. 18. Yeah, no,
all of them.
Oh no, but they will kill him. They will kill him anyway. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
All right.
The minions attack first.
Yeah.
So this dude should die.
All right.
Unless I'm going for. No, I'm fine.
I can kill him.
Oh!
Yeah, it's what you get.
Damn it!
What you get.
Oh. 3 hard.
Oh yeah, now we're laughing.
We get our
done.
hand mat.
So now we get some armor because we took advantage of that thing. Okay, what can I do? Yeah, plus 2 defense for 2 turns. Yeah.
This is the mask.
Silly mask, Scoopy mask, or bat mask.
Oh, not bat.
Yeah. Let's go with the 3. Yeah, the one
really bad man.
And it should equip automatically.
Yeah, if it's the new one.
There you go. You get to see what we look like with the old bat mask. Oh, random. Let's check out what's behind the random door. I should mention as well, the game does have PvP.
Take damage.
Pay 50 gold and get some heals, because we actually took quite a lot of damage. There we go. Summoner. Okay.
Actually, I think we should go into the PvP so we can showcase some crazy character builds, because we're also running out of time.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea.
And then, yeah, on PvP, there's a time limit for you to choose and pick all your cards, weapons, armor. You
And
get
it's like randomly generated.
you need to have an actual person to do.
Oh, well, we don't have the internet right now, so we can't show you that.
But you can buy the game right now on Steam and play it. And there's a 2-hour refund policy. If it's not for you, if you don't like it, you can always refund it. But it's so cheap, honestly, why would you? So just get it, play it, dress up your characters, send us some pictures in Discord, and maybe we'll give you some free stuff.
And
Yes.
also, and yes, money feeds my dogs. I'm the developers, but
My cat. Anyways, thanks for deep parch, can't talk anymore. Thank you for watching. This has been a very pleasant event, and I'll say a few more goodbye words again after this. But this is it for the live stream. Like we said, all of the demos are available. Join the community, play the games, buy the games, and have fun. Yeah.
thank you everybody, and thank you PAX, and can't wait to see you all again soon. Hopefully,
very
in
soon.
reality. In reality.
Yeah, that's the dream.
The dream. All right. Bye.
See ya.
That's all she wrote. We hope you enjoyed our presentation and are looking forward to our new games. But why just take my word for it, right? Why not try it yourself? All of what we've shown today is available exclusively on Steam for you to try. Obligatory Discord plug, so join that. And that's it. This is me from Neon Doctrine. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.